My name is Fady Hanna. I'm the director of Flagship Digital. It's a branding and marketing company. Our head office is on the Gold Coast, and we've got an office in the UK and one in New Zealand. The best bit of advice that I've ever received was, I guess, to compare success to your own plans and to what you want to do as opposed to comparing it to everyone else. My top 5 tips for entrepreneurs, the first one would be integrate failure into the plan. There's so many business plans that I look at that are so key on everything running smooth and everything working great. I think factoring in the fact that things might not work as well and factoring in certain months that won't be profitable and so on is key. I think if you can factor for those, they're not a surprise. You're not having to be super creative and rearrange things. I think integrating failure into the plan is something that's a necessity. My second tip for entrepreneurs would be to hire people with your weakness. I guess understanding what drives you and what doesn't, what you're good at and what you're not, and what you consistently procrastinate and so on is quite key. And if you can hire somebody that possesses those strengths, it allows you to operate at a much smoother level. It allows your businesses to be a lot more consistent across the board. The thing for me was when I wanted to start Flagship, I didn't have confidence in myself that I could achieve what I wanted to achieve, but I had confidence in the business model and I had confidence in the idea. I think if self-confidence is something that you lack, I would say transfer that confidence to that idea. I'd say transfer that confidence into what you're looking to start and leverage that as opposed to whether you can do it or not. Because if it is something of worth, you'll attract people. You'll attract employees, you'll attract clients, you'll attract whatever you need in order to make sure that business model is successful. My fourth tip for entrepreneurs is something that really shaped our business. And the one word that I really focused on was value. And it's understanding if we can provide real value to people, then naturally you're able to send them an invoice that's a little bit larger, and naturally you're able to attract clients that you wouldn't usually be able to. And I think when people present me a lot of business models, a lot of that is so dependent on this is what we do, we can do it well, and so we can charge this. But there's an integral part missing, which is what value are you providing to a client, what value are you providing to a customer. And if you can understand that and leverage that and completely forget about the money or the profit or whatever initially, that's what will really set you apart. Lastly, my fifth tip is to dream big, but think small. And I always tend to give that advice. Dream big in terms of what you can achieve and where your business can go and what markets you can get into and stuff. But think small is in terms of a roadmap of actually how to get there. What does tomorrow look like? If you're wanting to start this business in 2 years' time, what does tomorrow look like? What does next week look like? What does next month look like? And actually creating that detailed plan to get there allows that dream to be a lot more achievable. I think if we can still have the bigger picture of what we want to achieve, but refine that right down to those day-to-day steps, that's the best way to go about it.